Yoga Sutra number 1.2 and 1.3. 1.3 is the exploration of the month, called Being Still. How do we find stillness both in the body and the mind? Especially when there's all the chaos going on around you. So 3 ohms. Call and response. Yoga, yoga, chitta, chitta, vritti, vritti, nirodha, nirodha. Yoga, chitta, yoga, chitta, vritti, nirodha, vritti, nirodha. Yoga chitta vritti nirodha. Yoga chitta vritti nirodha. Okay, look at 1.3. Tada, tada, drishtu, drishtu, svarupe, svarupe, vastunam, vastunam. Now you may notice I left out the A in vastunam because E and A come together and it's a sandhi, and the second vowel is always going to be silent. So that's a Sanskrit rule. But avastune by itself, but with the E there from sarupe. Okay. Tada drishtu, tada drishtu, svarupe vastunam, svarupe vastunam. Good. Tada drishtu svarupe vastunam, tada drishtu svarupe vastunam. Now let's do it one time together. Tada drishtu svarupe vastunam. So one of the things that I like about the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali is it's very clinical. It's very like scientific, and he kind of just says like, this is the problem, this is what you have to solve, and once you solve the problem, then there's this thing called yoga. And so, and he tells you, one, the first sutra that we chanted, 1.2, sometimes people will confuse this and say that he's saying that calming the mind is yoga. He's not saying that calming the mind is yoga. He's saying that you have to calm the mind to start the process of even thinking about yoga. Like you have to start to calm the fluctuations of the mind. So yoga, here again, he names it yoga, reunification with a higher consciousness, the higher self, the divine, whatever you want to call it. But there has to be something that you're yoking to, right? That you're hitching yourself to, that you're reunifying with. So yoga, chitta, the changing mind, vrittis, fluctuations or storms, nirodha, stop them. Stop the storms. Stop in the storms, and then we can start this process of yoga. So if the mind's traveling all over the place, you're not going to focus on the teachings, is what he's basically saying here. To understand the teachings, you got to like listen to the teachings and like focus on the teachings. So the first step, focus the mind, calm the mind. But then that's going to be a byproduct of yoga. You're going to have a calm mind, right? But then he says, tada drishtu svarupe vastunam. When the mind is still, the seeker realizes the self abides in its own nature. Like, what does he mean by that the self abides in its own nature? that the self is beyond the three gunas. It's beyond the agitation of rajasic. It's beyond the sluggish dullness of tamas. It's even beyond that state of sattva when like you're like focused and like really trying to achieve something. And once you achieve this state of where the mind really abides or stays in its own nature, then it's called guna atitu. A guna atitu is somebody who has transcended the three gunas. The gunas don't affect them anymore. And that would mean that there's a certain stillness to that person, that the person becomes kind of still, right? Stillness is a quality found in yoga. Yes, we're going to move tonight, but the point of all the movement is to come back into sit and meditation and be still. If I get rid of the rajasic energy through the vinyasa, then when I sit in meditation, I can be perfectly still. Or if I get through the movement of vinyasa, I get rid of the tamasic dullness, the kind of laziness, then I'll sit up straight and I'll be still. But it's easier to train the body to be still than it is the mind. The mind is really hard to I mean, he tells you, like in the second sutra, the hardest part, stop the fluctuations of the mind. Get the mind to be still and single pointed. So that's why Hatha yoga, the tradition of physical yoga, we started to train the body first. We'll train the body first. We'll train the body to be still. We'll train the body to stay in postures, in trigger point postures that'll be intense enough that you'll want to get out of it, but you won't get out of it. You'll just stay there in it for about 5 breaths or 10 breaths or 20 breaths, right? Or in like yin yoga where you stay in things for 5 minutes, right? Just sit down. I'll get your stuff in a minute, okay? So think about that tonight when we're moving through the practice, that some things you may stay in them longer than others. And notice if you want to fidget or move or kind of come out of it. Try to stay with it. Stay single pointed. Setting up nice and tall, close the eyes. Inhale deeply through the nose. Fill up the lungs. Feel how expansive you are. Exhale everything out through the nose. Still feel how expansive you are at the end of that exhale. Inhale one more time. Fill up the lungs. Feel how complete. Exhale everything out. Feel how complete. Inhale halfway to a comfortable level and start making short exhales on my claps. The inhales are happening, but they're passive. And in Kapalabhati, you're becoming aware of the diaphragm. You're becoming aware of the breath. You're heating up the body, and you're starting to wake up dormant energy at the base of the spine. Start to slow down those sharp exhales and exhale everything out all the way to the bottom. Lift up at the pelvic floor. Keep that lift through the whole practice tonight. Engaging Mula Bandha. Connect to your Ujjayi pranayama, your upward victorious breath. Equal inhales and exhales through the nose. So let's set a metronome for the breath. Inhale 2, 3, 4. Exhale 2, 3, 4. Inhale 2, 3, 4. Exhale 2, 3, 4. Inhale, open the eyes. You can fold your chant books up, place them to the side. I'll pick them up. Come onto the hands and knees. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders, the knees underneath the hips. Tuck the toes under, push the seat back to the heels like a child seat, but with really active arms. Press into the hands, lift the knees up, coming into a downward facing dog. And continue your deep, full inhales and your deep, full exhales. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. On the inhale, come forward to a plank. Notice if you're moving your hands or your feet, your down dog a little short. Exhale, go back, downward facing dog, lifting the hips. Inhale, come forward to a plank again. Exhale, the knees, the chest, the chin to the earth, Ashtanga Namaskar. Press into the hands, slide forward, Bhujangasana, keep elbows bent. Exhale, tuck toes under, push the seat back onto the heels, lift the knees up, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. What's that? Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On the inhale, come forward to a plank. Exhale, bend the elbows 2 inches, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog, move forward and up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, soften the knees, slowly walk the feet toward the hands. Keep the feet about hips width distance apart. Keep the hands about 6 to 8 inches in front of the feet. Now, if your fingers are lifting up, you're going to put your hands on 2 blocks. God gave you 2 hands. I gave you 2 blocks. So you're going to put a block underneath each hand and press the palms down. Let the head be heavy, looking back at the wall behind you. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale. Exhale, 6. Inhale. Exhale, 7. Inhale. Exhale, 8. Inhale. Exhale, 9. Inhale. Exhale, 10. Soften the knees. Step the feet out as wide as the mat. Come down to a squat. Bring the hands together in prayer. Press out with the forearms, squeezing in with the knees. Yogi squat. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale. Exhale, 6. Inhale. Exhale, 7. Inhale. Exhale, 8. Inhale. Exhale, 9. Inhale. Exhale, 10. Now just gently place the hands on the floor. And as you place the hands on the floor, lift the hips up. And then heel toe the feet together till the big toes and heels touch. Exhale, bring the hands to the waist, elbows pointing up toward the ceiling. With straight legs, on the inhale, lift up and arch back, moving the pelvis slightly forward, coming into a back bend. And then exhale, come back to center, standing with the shoulders over the hips, hands by the side to Dasana, mountain seat. Bring the hands together in undulating mudra. Set a higher intention for the practice tonight. Maybe that desire to want to find stillness in the mind. It's not a bad higher intention to have, especially in the chaotic world we live in today. And then exhale, hands by the side to Dasana, mountain seat. Jiva Mukti Surya Namaskar with straight legs. And I'll hook your thumbs in front of you. Raise your arms up alongside your ears and arch back. Exhale, bend your knees, fold forward, take arms behind back, clasp hands together in a fist straighten. Inhale, bend the knees, hands down next to the feet, step the right foot back into a long lunge and look forward. Exhale, left foot back, downward facing dog, lift the hips. Inhale, come forward to a plank, looking forward. Exhale, bend the elbows, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog, try not to rush. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to a plank, look forward. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin, try not to rush. Inhale, slide forward, Bhujangasana. Exhale, tuck toes under, seat to heels, lifting knees up, downward facing dog. On the inhale, lightly step right foot forward. Exhale, left foot meets the right and fold over the legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, bend the knees, hook the thumbs, stand up, straighten legs and arch back. Exhale, bend the knees, fold forward, take arms behind back, clasp hands together in a fist straighten. Inhale, bend knees, hands down next to feet, left foot all the way back. Exhale, downward facing dog, lifting hips. Inhale, coming forward to plank, don't rush. Exhale, chaturanga, don't rush. Inhale, upward dog, don't rush. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, slide forward, cobra. Don't rush that. Keep elbows bent. Exhale, tuck toes under, seat back onto heels, lifting knees up, downward facing dog. On the inhale, lightly step left foot forward in between hands. Exhale, right foot meets the left and fold over the legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, bend knees, hook thumbs, stand up, straighten legs and arch back. And then exhale, hands by the side to Tadasana, mountain seat. Let's do that again. Inhale, hook thumbs, reach up and arch back. Exhale, bend knees, fold forward, take arms behind back, clasp hands together in a fist straighten. Inhale, bend knees, hands down next to feet, step right foot all the way back, look forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, slide forward, bhujangasana. Exhale, tuck toes under, seat back onto heels, lifting knees up, downward dog. On the inhale, lightly step right foot forward. Exhale, left foot meets the right and fold over the legs. Inhale, bend the knees, hook the thumbs, stand up, straighten the legs, arch back. Exhale, bend the knees, fold forward, take arms behind back, clasp hands together in a fist straighten. Inhale, bend knees, hands down next to feet, left foot back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, slide forward, cobra. Exhale, tuck toes under, seat to heels, downward facing dog. On the inhale, lightly step left foot forward. Exhale, right foot meets left and fold over legs. Inhale, bend knees, hook thumbs, stand up, straighten legs and arch back. Exhale, hands by the side to Tadasana, mountain seat. Bring the feet together. On the inhale, bend the knees, Utkatasana, awkward seat. Exhale, place the hands on the earth, then extend the legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, Adva Uttanasana. Exhale, step or jump back, chaturanga. Elbows close to ribs. Inhale, upward facing dog, knees off ground. Exhale, downward facing dog. On the inhale, lightly step right foot forward, turn left heel down, come up, warrior one. Exhale, hands down to the earth, step back, bending the elbows, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog, try not to rush things. Exhale, downward facing dog. On the inhale, left foot forward, right heel turns down, come up, warrior one. Exhale, hands down to the earth, step back, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, stay, inhale. Exhale, one. Inhale. Exhale, two. Inhale. Exhale, three. I'm going to take this away from you. Exhale, four. Why? That's the fluctuations of the mind. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, look beyond your hands. Inhale, jump your feet in between your hands. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, bend the knees, Utkatasana, awkward seat. Exhale, come stand up to Tadasana, mountain seat. So notice, like when things get difficult or challenging, your mind tells you, it says, I want a sip of water. I want to go to the bathroom. I want to change positions. Try not to do that. That's the fluctuation of the mind that Patanjali's talking about. On the inhale, bend the knees, Utkatasana, awkward seat. Then exhale, bring the hands together in prayer, twist over to the right, the left arm on the outside of your right knee. Sit low enough so the elbow comes on the outside of the knee. Inhale, good. Exhale, 1. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. And I'll come back to center Utkatasana. Reach the arms up. Exhale, place the hands on the earth. Extend the legs. Uttanasana. Inhale, bend the knees. Utkatasana. Raise the torso up. Exhale, hands together in prayer, twisting over to the left. The right arm on the outside of the left thigh. Breathing. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. And I'll come back to center Utkatasana. Exhale, place the hands on the earth. Extend the legs. Uttanasana. Inhale, soften the knees. Heel toe the feet out as wide as the mat. Come down to a second squatting position. Your feet are going to be turned out at a 45-degree angle, and your toes are going to be on the floor. Bring the hands together in prayer. Bring your left arm in front of your left shin. Reach over to the left. Place your left hand down. Then reach your right arm up and twist and look over your right shoulder. So your left arm is going to be in front of your left shin. Inhale, good. Exhale, 1. Yeah, inhale, good. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Now on the inhale, bring the right arm behind you. Reach for your left hip. Then rotate your left shoulder forward and reach back for your right hand and interlace the fingers behind the left hip. Roll your right shoulder on your back and keep looking on your right shoulder, twisting. Exhale, 1. Be calm about everything. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale, roll the shoulder back and you'll find more space. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On the inhale, place the left hand down as you reach the right arm up. Then exhale, come back to center. Bring the hands together in prayer. On the inhale, bring the right arm in front of the right shin. Reach over to the right, place the right hand down. Lift the left arm up and look over the left shoulder. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Now on the inhale, bring the left arm behind you. Move the right shoulder forward. Bend the right elbow. Reach for the left hand. Roll the left shoulder back to the right. Exhale, 1. Good. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On the inhale, place the right hand down as you lift your left arm up. Exhale, come back to center. Bring the hands together in prayer. Inhale, place the hands on the floor. Lift the hips up. Exhale, heel toe the feet together till the big toes and heels touch. Folding over the legs into a Uttanasana. Inhale, bend the knees. Utkatasana, awkward seat. Exhale, come stand up. Tadasana, mountain seat. So feet are going to come together. So feet together, my dear. Don't stay focused. On the inhale, bend the right knee into the chest. Give the right knee a hug with both hands. Exhale, open up the right knee. Place the right foot on the inside of the left thigh. Now, when you have your right foot on the inside of the left thigh, push with your right foot into the leg. Bring the hands together in prayer. Stay balanced, focused, find stillness. Trees do move, but they don't move a lot. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On the inhale, bring the right knee forward. Give the right knee a hug with both hands. Yep. Then bring your hands on your hips. Now extend your right leg out in front of you And point your right toes toward the window like a ballet dancer. Now try not to lean backwards. Keep the sacral and cranial alignment. On the inhale, see if you can lift your right foot about an inch higher. Exhale, 1. Inhale, good. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On the inhale, bend the right knee into the chest. Give it a good hug with both hands. And then exhale, place the right foot on the floor next to the left, Tadasana mountain seat. On the inhale, bend the left knee into the chest. Give the left knee a hug with both hands. Then exhale, open up the left knee. Place the left foot on the inside of the right thigh. Push the left foot into the right thigh. That will stabilize the hip. Bring the hands together in prayer. Gaze at one spot that's not moving and find stillness in the asana. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On the inhale, bring the left knee forward. Give the left knee a good hug with both hands. Then bring the hands onto the hips. Then extend the left leg straight out in front of you. Point the left toes like a ballet dancer. On the inhale, lift your left foot about an inch higher without leaning backwards, keeping cranial sacral alignment. Inhale, good. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On the inhale, bend the left knee into the chest. Give the left knee a hug. And exhale, place the left foot on the floor next to the right. Tadasana mountain seat. On the inhale, bring the hands together in undulating mudra. Extend the arms up toward the sky. Exhale, fold over the legs. Uttanasana, pressing palms into earth or blocks. Inhale, lifting head and chest, preparing. Exhale, step, jump, walk back, chaturanga, your choice. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. On the inhale, right foot forward, left heel turns down, come up, Virabhadrasana 1, and stay. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, arms are extension from heart. Inhale. Exhale, bend the right knee. Inhale. Exhale, push down here in the heel. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On the inhale, straighten the right leg. Exhale, open the arms and hips up to the left. Don't move the feet. Commit to the feet. Inhale, reaching toward the windows. Straight right leg. Pull the left hip back. Back foot turned in on an angle. Place the right hand down. Lift the left arm up. Pull the ribs in. Look up at this hand. Try to find the balance without falling. Exhale, 1. Find stillness. Notice that you're twisting this foot. Exhale, 2. Put the hand here. Exhale, 3. Keep this foot parallel to the outside of the mat. Exhale, 4. Know what it's doing. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On the inhale, come all the way up to stand. Then exhale, bend the right knee, warrior 2. You're not moving the feet. Inhale, back foot turned in. Keep it there. Move this foot all the way to here. Exhale, 2. I'd get rid of these socks if I were you. They're cute, but they're not helping you. Exhale, 2. Inhale, good. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On the inhale, extend the right leg, 1 breath. Then exhale, rebend the right knee, place the right hand down inside the right foot tonight. Then lift the left arm straight up into the air. Now, put a block underneath your hand, especially if you're on your fingertips. Bend your right knee enough so that your right knee and your arms, but you got to stop moving your feet. You got to commit to those feet. Okay? You got to find stillness in your feet. Do you understand that? Exhale 1. So everything's like not stomping around. Exhale 2. Think about being more graceful. Exhale 3. Pretend this is a ballet class. I made it hard now. I saw that face. Exhale 5. Good. On your inhale, gently place your left hand down. Now come onto the ball of your left foot. Now lift your foot up for the first time you moved a foot. Press into your left hand. On your inhale, lift your right arm up into the air and just twist. Easy twist, but keep lifting up through the back left thigh. So you're not dropping into the hip. Hamstrings engaged. Your exhale 1, inhale. Exhale 2, lift your left knee up. Exhale 3, there you go. Inhale. Exhale 4, inhale. Exhale 5, on your inhale, place the right hand down, frame the right foot with both hands. Exhale, extend the right leg, move the left foot forward until the left heel is on the ground and both legs are extended. Now, if you are lifting your hands up or you don't have grounding in your hands, put your hands on blocks. Lift your head and chest, pull your right hip back toward the wall where I am, your left hip forward toward the windows. And exhale, fold forward over your right leg, Parvottanasana. Inhale, good. Exhale 1, inhale. Exhale 2, inhale. Exhale 3, inhale. Exhale 4, inhale. Exhale 5, on the inhale, lift the head and chest. Exhale, bend the right knee, step back to a downward facing dog. So simple. Now in down dog, don't make your down dog too short because that's why your warrior 1 is too short. So inhale, come forward to a plank. Notice how you're shuffling your feet back to come into a real plank. Good, your down dog's too short. Go back downward dog. Good. On the inhale, step the left foot forward. Turn the right heel down, 45 degrees, come up warrior 1, and stay. Exhale 1. Inhale. Shoulders away from ears. Exhale 2. Bend this knee. Inhale. Commit to your feet on this side. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. On the inhale, straighten your left leg. Straighten. Exhale, open arms and hips to the right without moving feet. Inhale, reaching forward to the left, pulling your right hip back, looking at your left hand. Place your left hand on the left shin below your knee, reach your right arm up. No need to go down to the ground. Pull the lower ribs in, not coming into a back bend. Exhale 1, there you go. Inhale. Exhale 2, inhale. Exhale 3, inhale. Exhale 4, inhale. Exhale 5, now pressing to the feet, lift all the way up to stand. Yep. Then exhale, bend the left knee, Virabhadrasana 2. Inhale, better. Exhale 1, inhale, cranial sacral alignment. Exhale 2, inhale, don't let the foot turn out. Exhale 3, inhale. Exhale 4, inhale. Exhale 5, on the inhale, extend the left leg, 1 breath. Exhale, rebend the left knee, place the left hand inside the left foot. A block is super nice for this. Inhale, reach your right arm up and bend your left knee so your left knee touches your left arm. And then try not to collapse in your back leg. Exhale 1. Inhale, have strength in your right leg. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. On the inhale, gently place the right hand down. Now this is the first time you've moved the feet. Come onto the heel of your right foot. Put pressure into your right hand. Inhale, lift your left arm up into the air and rotate, looking over the left shoulder. Here again, right leg super active. Exhale 1, the right leg is strong. Exhale 2, inhale. Exhale 3, Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On the inhale, place the left hand down on the outside of the left foot. Inhale, extend the left leg. Move the right foot forward until the heel is on the ground. Parvottanasana. Inhale, lift the head and chest, pulling the left hip back, the right hip toward the windows. Exhale, fold over the left shin. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On the inhale, lift the head and chest. Exhale, bend the left knee, step back to a downward facing dog. Good for you. On the inhale, step the right foot forward, left heel turns down, come up, warrior 1. Exhale, opening arms and hips, warrior 2. Inhale, left hand meets right, left heel turns toward the ceiling. Exhale, kicking off into a warrior 3. Inhale, soften the right knee and with control, step back to a warrior 1. Exhale, opening arms and hips into a warrior 2. Inhale, left hand meets right, left heel turns towards ceiling. Exhale, kicking off into a warrior 3. Inhale, soften the right knee, step back into a warrior 1. Exhale, opening arms and hips, warrior 2. Inhale, left hand meets right, left heel turns towards ceiling. Exhale, kicking off into a warrior 3 and stay. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale, good. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, place the left hand down underneath the left shoulder. You can use a block for that. Inhale, lift the right arm up toward the sky and rotate looking at the right thumb. Rotated half moon. Exhale, 1. Inhale, legs are active. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On the inhale, gently place the right hand down. And exhale, fold over your standing right leg, standing split. Left leg still lifts. Left leg is super active. Exhale, 1. Inhale, find the stillness. Exhale, 2. Try not to fidget in the asana. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, lift the head and chest as you bend the left knee and open. Stack the hips on top of each other. Exhale, bring the left knee to the outside of the right foot and sit down like a curtsy. Coming all the way down. Good for you. On the inhale, lift the left arm up alongside the left ear. Then exhale, twist over to the right, look over the right shoulder, Adva Matsyendrasana. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Good. Inhale, come back to the center line. Then exhale, counter rotate. Inhale, come back to center. And let's set up for fire log seat. Move the left shin forward. Stack the right shin on top of the left. Right ankle off left knee. Left ankle underneath right. Dorsiflex the feet. Pull the toes toward each other. Lift the head and chest. Exhale, fold. Bring the arms out in front of you. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Good. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Good. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On the inhale, lift the head and chest. Swing the right leg around, step back to a downward facing dog. On the inhale, step the left foot forward, turn the right heel down, come up warrior 1. Exhale, opening arms and hips, warrior 2. Inhale, right hand meets left, right heel turns towards ceiling. Exhale, kicking off into a warrior 3. With control, soften the left knee, step back to a warrior 1. Exhale, opening arms and hips, warrior 2. Inhale, right hand meets left, right heel towards ceiling. Exhale, kicking off warrior 3. Inhale, soften the left knee, step back with control, warrior 1. Exhale, opening arms and hips, warrior 2. Inhale, right hand meets left, right heel turns towards ceiling. Exhale, kick off into a warrior 3 and stay. Inhale, good. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, put the right hand down on a block underneath the right shoulder. Inhale, lift the left arm up, rotating the chest, looking at the left thumb, rotated half moon. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Right leg lifts off the floor. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On the inhale, place the left hand down underneath the left shoulder. Then exhale, fold over the left leg, standing split. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Left leg is extended. Inhale. Exhale, right hamstring is active. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, lift head and chest as you bend right knee, open stack hips. Exhale, right knee to outside of right foot, sitting down, Adva Matsendrasana. Plugging both sit bones into the earth. On the inhale, lift the right arm up alongside right ear. Exhale, twisting over to the left this time. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On the inhale, come back to the center. Exhale, counter twisting. Inhale, come center, and exhale, set up for ankle to knee. Move the right shin forward, open up the left knee on right ankle underneath the left. Feet are dorsiflexed. Lift the head and chest. And exhale, fold forward. Good. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, lift the head and chest. Exhale, swing the left leg behind you. Come back to a downward facing dog. Good for you. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, look beyond the hands. Inhale, step or jump the feet in between the hands. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, bend the knees, lift the torso up, Utkatasana. Exhale, come stand up to Dasana, mountain seat. Bring the big toes and heels to touch if they're not already. Bring the hands together in the middle of the chest in undulating mudra. Now on the inhale, lift high on the balls of the feet. Lift high on the balls of the feet like you're in high heel shoes. Press your heels together. If you press your heels together, your ankles will not wobble. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale. Keep your heels lifted, but bend your knees and slowly start to descend your seat towards your lifted heels, like you're coming down on a very slow elevator. As your hips touch your heels, open up your knees. Place your hands on the floor in front of you, about 2 to 3 inches in front of the knees. Lift the knees up, get the knees into the armpits, or squeeze the upper arm bones with the knees. Both are good. Then put weight in your hands, bend your elbows. So the knees and the arms have to touch. They got to make contact with each other. Look forward at the window. Start to lift your toes off the floor. Bring your toes to touch behind you and lift your heels up toward your behind. Activating your hamstrings. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Good. Inhale. Bakasana. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Even finding stillness in this. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, step or jump back, chaturanga, your choice. Inhale, upward facing dog. Good. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, look through your hands all the way toward the windows. Inhale, shoot your legs through your hands and come sit down, extending the legs out in front of you. Good, Sally. Dorsiflex the feet. Lift the head and chest. And exhale, fold forward, hold on to the feet. Paschimottanasana. And so pull the toes back towards you. Really try to get those feet together, like one leg. Exhale, 1. Inhale, good. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Good. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale. Exhale, 6. Inhale. Exhale, 7. Inhale. Exhale, 8. Inhale. Exhale, 9. Inhale. Exhale, 10. On the inhale, lift the head and chest. Exhale, hands by the hips, staff seat. On the inhale, bend the right knee into the chest. Exhale, open up the right knee, place the right foot on the inside of the left thigh like you did in tree seat. Twist the torso over the left leg. Exhale, fold forward, holding onto the left foot. Janu Shirshasana, head knee seat. Inhale. Exhale, 1, good. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Good. Exhale, 5. On the inhale, lift the head and chest up as you lift the right knee up. Place the right foot about 3 inches away from your inner left thigh. So you're moving your heel in line with the hip bone. Lift your right arm up alongside your right ear, right arm. Then reach toward the windows and reach so far you get your right shoulder in front of your right shin. Then wrap your right arm in front of your right shin and take your right hand back toward behind your hip. Then bring your left hand behind you and interlace the fingers. Then pull the left toes back towards you. Lower your left shoulder. And then exhale, fold forward, trying to bring your forehead onto your left shin again. So in Marchandrasana, you might feel a little twist that's happening, but then this shoulder moves that way. And that's going to actually allow that to happen. You can bring this knee in a little bit. There. Exhale, 1. That's going to give you more space. Exhale, 2. Inhale, pull these toes back. This hamstring is active. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Good. On your inhale, lift the head and chest. Release the bind. Move your right foot all the way over to the left. So so it's still on the inside of the leg. Yep. But it's now touching your inner right foot's touching your inner left thigh. Lift your left arm up alongside your left ear. Now, bring your left arm across your body and bring your left shoulder in front of your right knee. Now, push a little bit here. Rotate your left shoulder forward. Take your left hand behind you for your left hip. Then take your right hand behind you and look over your right shoulder toward the wall behind you. Mara Chandrasana C. Good. Inhale. Lovely. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Release the bind. On the inhale, come back to the center. Exhale, counter twist over to the left. Inhale, come center, and exhale, extend the right leg out in front of you. Inhale, bend the left knee, open up left knee, left foot on inside of right thigh. Janu Shirshasana. Twist the torso over the right leg. Exhale, fold forward, hold on to the right foot. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On the inhale, lift the head and chest up. Yep. As you lift the left knee up. Then place the left foot on the floor. You want to bring your left foot back. And you don't want the left foot to go out too far. You want it to stay about 3 inches away. Lift your left arm up. Now, reach forward, get the shoulder in front of the leg, then take the hand behind you. Look how much more space you have on this side. Now, you're not twisting. You're looking straight down. That's a mistake people make. This shoulder wants to fold forward. This is a forward fold. And then this wants to pull back. Exhale, 1. Yeah. Much better on this side. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Then on the inhale, lift the head and chest up. Release the bind. Then move your left foot as close as you can to your inner right thigh. Lift your right arm up. Now, as you twist, pull your right shoulder in front of the leg. Now, inwardly rotate, bend the hand and reach back, grab the hand. There it is. Look over the left shoulder. Exhale, 1. Good. Inhale. Good. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Good. On the inhale, come back, releasing the bind. And exhale, counter rotate. Inhale, come back. And exhale, extend the left leg. Inhale, bend both the knees. Open up the knees. Bring the feet together. Pull the heels a little closer to the pubic bone. Open up the feet like a book. And then exhale, fold forward. Baddha Konasana cobbler. So stillness is a lot like binding. You know, everything in a yoga asana class, a physical class, is a metaphor for something else. My feeling is you have to find space for the bind. A lot of times the space is there and we don't know where it is. We don't know how to find the space or make the space. The stillness is there also. You just don't know how to engage it because the mind has been chitta vrittiyan since the day you were born. I want a bottle. I want my diaper changed. I want a pacifier. I want a sucker. I wanted this. I wanted that. And yoga says, no, you have the ability to calm the mind, but you have to find the space to do it. On the inhale, lift the head and chest. Good for you. And then lift the knees up. Cross one ankle over the other. I don't care which one. Bring the hands onto blocks next to the hips. Press into the hands. Lift the seat. Lift the feet. Give a little rock. Give a little roll. Lolasana. Jump back. Chaturanga Dandasana like you came into your forward folds. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good for you. On the inhale, come forward to a plank. And exhale the knees, the chest, the chin to the earth. Inhale, slide forward, Bhujangasana. Now, stay in cobra. On the inhale, lift the hands off the floor. Exhale, bring the legs together because snakes only have one tail. Inhale, press the toes down and lift the shoulders higher. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Feet come together. Feet stay down. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Good. Gently come down. Bend the knees. Reach back. Grab the ankles. Pull the navel toward the spine, shifting the weight from the pubic bone to the navel. On the inhale, kick the feet into the hands and lift the knees as high as the shoulders. Dhanurasana, seat of the bow. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, come down, relax. Rock out the hips. Bring the hands next to the chest, elbows close to the ribs. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. On the inhale, bend the knees, look beyond the hands. Inhale, bring the knees to rest behind the wrist crease and immediately lift the torso up. And then take a blanket, turn the blanket out, come and kneel down on the blanket. This be a little softer on your knees. Now, tuck the toes under. Make sure that the knees are hips width distance apart, 2 fists. So your knees are not together. Then bring your hands on the hips, like we did in that balancing asana. And bring the chin to the chest and start to lift the chest upward. Not the abdomen, the hips forward, but lifting the chest upward. Start to arch back and at the same time put the hands on the heels. Then let the head go back and imagine that the body is a sail on a sailboat. And the body just is filled with wind and you're just moving forward in an arch. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On the inhale, lift the shoulders up. And then bring the knees together and come sit on the heels in Bhadrasana, thunder seat. Just take a moment, close the eyes, and breathe. And sometimes when we also find the still slow classes, they're a lot harder and they pull up a lot more energies than the sometimes Rajasic classes. I like the Rajasic classes too. I like the high energy. But sometimes when things slow down and you move a little slower, it really taps into the chakra system differently. Not better or worse, it just does something different to you. Gently open the eyes. Come lay down on the back with the head toward the windows, the feet toward the exit door. So everybody's energy is moving in the same direction. So lay on the back, head toward the windows, feet toward the exit door. Bend the knees, touch the heels with the fingertips. On the inhale, lift the hips, the lower the middle back. Clasp the hands together in a fist underneath you. Now, as you do that, keep looking straight up. Don't turn the head. Remember, you're starting to put weight in your head, so you're not looking side to side. Roll your shoulders underneath your back and get your elbows together. Good. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Release the hands. Come down the middle back, the lower back, and the hips. From here, you can stay in a half bridge. You can come into a supported half bridge. If you would like to experience Urdhva Dhanurasana, upward bow seat, you can use any prop you would like. Belts around the arms and legs, blocks underneath the hands or the feet, walls. I don't mind. I would never tell somebody not to use a prop. Place the hands next to the head, elbows toward the ceiling. Press into the hands and the feet, and on the inhale, lift up, coming into upward bow. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Bring the chin into the chest and come down the upper, the middle, the lower back with control. Yeah, we can turn them down. Just for you, David. All right. Place the hands next to the head, elbows toward the ceiling. On the inhale, come back up for your second upward bow. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Bring the chin and the chest and come down. The middle back, the lower back, and the hips. Last time, place the hands next to the head, elbows toward the ceiling, fingers toward the shoulders. On the inhale, come back up. Exhale, 1. Good for you. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Bring the chin, the chest, and come down the middle back, the lower back, and the hips. Bring the knees into the chest. Give the knees a hug. Make little circles on the sacrum, rocking left to right, right to left. Bring the knees over to the left. Extend the right arm out, twisting to the right. Keep the knees as high as the belly button. That's what you want. You want to keep the knees high. Exhale, 1. So bring the knees up. Move that out. And then look over this shoulder. Exhale, 1. Put this hand here. Extend this arm out. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Good. Then inhale, come back to center. Bring the knees into the chest. Bring the knees over to the other side. Move your hips a little that way. And then look over that shoulder. Take this hand here. Keep the knees in the same alignment. And then extend this arm out. Good. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale 5, and inhale, come back to the center, bring the knees into the chest, place the feet on the floor, open up the knees to the side. From here, you have choices. If you would like to come into shoulder stand and set yourself up with blankets, please do so. If you need me to help you with blankets, I'm happy to do that. You can also stay in Supta Baddha Konasana where you are now. Or if you would like, you can go to the wall and bring legs up the wall in Viparita Karani. So full inversion, half inversion, legs up the wall, no inversion, laying on the back, knees out to the side. So we will have time for a shoulder stand and a headstand practice. But shoulder stand's going to be your first asana. And like I said, if you want to come into legs up the wall, how's your shoulder stand? I think you can do it. Yep. Okay, so let's try it. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to take this blanket. We're going to fold it put it about right there and fold your mat over it. Okay? Then you're going to lay down with your shoulders here and your head on the bamboo floor. Yeah. Now put your toes down. Now clasp your hands together in a fist and extend your arms away from you. And get your elbows a little closer together. Then keep your elbows there, release your hands, and put your hands on your back. Yeah, now lift your legs up in the air. Good, now lift the other leg up in the air. Good for you, straight up. See, there you go. Good for you. Quarter. I don't know who folds these blankets like this. Makes me crazy. This one may be too small. So as much as, like I said, as much as in the yoga practice, this idea of movement, asanas, we've really turned asana into the mainstay of yoga in the West. But even more important is this concept of stillness, being still. Sometimes what happens is we become so rajasic that when we're confronted by a meditation practice incorporated into an asana class, I've had students recently become angry about it because they feel like they're not doing anything, that we're not doing anything. And in a way, Patanjali is kind of telling you, stop doing. If Yogishchitta Vritti means calm the fluctuations of the mind, he's saying kill the thinking mind, the doing mind, the mind that is attached to the ahamkara. We talked about that last month. The I am the doer. No longer do I see myself as the doer, I just am. In the soham, or the I am, is the stillness. The idea that there is nothing but the moment you're in, there is nothing but breath, there is nothing but pure consciousness without the changing, thinking mind, and all of the fluctuations of gunas, rajasic, tamasic, and sattvic. And that is that abiding in its own nature, being in the seat of itself, the asana. If you're still in shoulder stand, dorsiflex the feet, let the toes come overhead. Let the toes touch the floor behind the head. Clasp the hands together in a fist. Let the arms move away from the body. Halasana, seat of the plow. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Now bend the knees. Bring the knees alongside the ears. Karnapidasana, ear pressure seat. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Place the hands on the floor. Slowly come down one vertebrae at a time until the hips touch the floor. If you're in legs up the wall or Supta Baddha Konasana, if you would like to experience fish with us, come lay down on the back. If you were in shoulder stand, you got padding underneath the shoulders, move the padding off the side. Lay down on the back. Turn the palms to face upward, pressing the elbows, puff up the chest, come under the crown of the head. Fish. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. So here, let's take the blanket away. Exhale, 2. Now lay down. Exhale, 3. Straight legs. Exhale, 4. Don't put your hands underneath you. Exhale, 5. Lift your chest and balance here. Exhale, 6. Inhale. Exhale, 7. Inhale. Exhale, 8. Inhale. Exhale, 9. Inhale. Exhale, 10. Press in the elbows. Bring the chin to the chest and come down. Draw the knees into the chest. Give the knees a little hug. Gently roll over to the left and come into a child seat. Child seat, just take a moment. Allow the forehead to touch the earth, reaching the arms forward. Here again, there's something very beautiful and still about child seat. This is one asana I think that most people understand the stillness of it. Maybe it's just the kind of intuitive nature of it, that like there's something that like once you come into this seat, there's just an automatic kind of stillness that happens. Turn the palms to face upward like you're catching raindrops. That's going to bring the elbows a little closer together and create an external rotation of the shoulders. Keep the forearms there, interlace the hands together into a single fist. Tuck the bottom pinky finger into the hands. Place the top of the head on the floor behind the wrist crease. Tuck the toes under and lift the knees up and walk the feet forward so the hips are over the shoulders. You can stay here in a dolphin. Bring the knees into the chest, the heels toward the seat, half headstand. Bring the knees toward the sky, extend the legs toward the sky. Full headstand. And we'll stay here for a little while, finding a little stillness. David, don't go flying over. I still, try it. Does it bother you when you do it like, look? Because you're kind of doing like this with your hands and putting your head in your hands. Make a fist, one fist. Now put the head behind your wrist. I think it's going to be better. So now you're in the back bend, so you got to pull your ribs in and you got to soften your glutes and inward rotate your quads. See how your quads aren't working. They're all soft. Make your knees kiss. Relax this and make your knees kiss. Inward rotation of the thighs. Because you overcompensate with glutes because the glutes are the strongest thing on you. You're confident of the glutes. If I let go, you're going to go down, though. So you got to find that balance. So when you do this, you're not going to have this blanket here. That's dangerous, okay? So you're going to interlace your fingers, and you're going to put your head right here behind. You're going to keep these closed, and you're going to put your head not on your forearms or in your hands, but on the floor. Now lift your knees up. And stay there tonight. Slowly start to come down with control. Rest in a child's seat again. Just breathe. And coming and laying down on the back with the head toward the windows, the feet toward the door. Allow the breath now just to breathe the body, letting go of Mula Bandha. Let the breath just breathe the body, letting go of the Ujjayi pranayama. And it's like I always say, the energetic of the asana is in the name of the asana. So Shavasana means corpse seat. So a corpse doesn't move. A corpse doesn't think. A corpse doesn't scratch an itch. So close the eyes. And even in corpse seat, try to find and commit to stillness. Let the eyes close. Let the breath really soften. And let the body become heavy and motionless. Shavasana. Gently start to deepen the breath. And as you deepen the breath, make small movements with the fingers and the toes. Stretch the arms overhead and stretch the arms and legs in opposite directions. Like you're waking up. Stretch the right side more than left. Stretch the left side more than the right. And stretch both sides. Draw the knees into the chest. Give the knees a little hug. And gently roll over to the right. And pressing the left palm into the earth, lift the torso up. And come up to a seated position. For a meditation practice. So when Patanjali talks about stillness in the seat of the asana, he's talking about meditation. And everything you've done tonight is working up into these few precious moments of meditation. So picking a seat that you can be still in, commit to it. Don't fidget, don't move, don't scratch. Allow the breath to deepen, having breath awareness. And draw all the senses inward, letting my voice be the last thing to leave. Focus the mind like a laser. And as you inhale, silently chant to yourself the mantra Om. And as you exhale, silently chant to yourself the mantra Om. Inhaling Om. Exhaling Om.
Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bringing the hands together in undulating mudra, bowing the head slightly, giving thanks and praise for the teachers and teachings of yoga from the past, the present, and still teachers and teachings yet to be revealed. Om Bolo Sadguru, Bhagavan Ki Jai. Namaste. Thank you all so much for being here tonight, and thank you for sharing your practice with us. Don't forget that on April the 27th, I'm going to be doing an inversion workshop. We will be working on headstands, handstands, forearm stands, shoulder stand, all the inversions. That's from 5 to 7:30. And, we'll do a little sun salutation and all that, but then really focus on, like, inversions. All right. Be loved, be vegan. I'll see you next time. Thank you. If you rented a mat from us, just leave that on the floor.